All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're actually going to build a system that can handle all of your new business leads. But here's the cool part. We're not just creating a workflow. We are, in a sense, hiring your very first digital employee using an incredible tool called Make.com.
So why is this so important? Well, get this. If you're doing your follow-up manually right now, your business could be losing up to 6 times more revenue. It's kind of crazy. People are just slipping through the cracks, all because of simple human error that's totally preventable.
So just imagine for a second, what if that whole process, right from the moment a potential customer fills out your form to the second they get that welcome email, what if it was just flawless? I mean, totally precise and instant, every single time.
And that, right there, is where your new digital employee comes into play. The big idea here is to replace all that frantic manual work with something we call calm system intelligence. It's a fundamental shift in how you approach your business processes.
I mean, think about the difference. On one hand, you have manual work. It's this patchwork of different tasks, it's super error-prone, and honestly, it's a huge mental drain. But on the other hand, you have system intelligence. It's based on pure logic, it's incredibly precise, and it's just calm and automated.
So what exactly is a digital employee? Well, it's pretty simple. It's an automated workflow, just like the one we're building in Make.com, that's designed to do one thing: handle a repetitive business process with perfect precision and logic. It never gets tired, and it literally never makes a mistake.
To really wrap our heads around this, let's think of it as an automated relay race. It's the perfect way to visualize how data moves from that initial lead all the way to the final delivery.
So, our race has 4 key legs. First up is the start, where a webhook grabs the lead. Then comes the cleanup, where a text parser makes sure all the data is squeaky clean. Third, we have the record, where Google Sheets logs everything. And finally, the delivery, where the system sends out the goods. Okay, first up, the webhook. You can think of this as the system's ear. It's just a special URL that's always listening. The very instant someone submits your form, it gets what's called an HTTP post request and just snags all that data. There's zero delay. It happens in a flash.
So yeah, the webhook is literally the starting gun for our relay race. The moment it fires, the whole system just explodes into action.
Now let's be real. Data from forms is often kind of messy. That's where our second runner, the text parser, shines. It uses this powerful little thing called a regular expression, or regex for short, to find and pull out the exact bits of info it needs from a jumbled block of text. This makes sure everything that follows is clean and accurate.
Okay, this might look a little scary, but don't worry. It's really just a set of instructions. Think of it as a super specific search command. This particular one tells the system, hey, go find a person's name, which it defines as any combination of letters and spaces. It's incredibly powerful.
So in our relay race analogy, the text parser is that crucial runner who meticulously cleans the baton, which is our data, before passing it on. This is what prevents any fumbles or dropped leads later on.
Once our data is clean, it gets passed to Google Sheets, and this becomes our source of truth. The system automatically pops in a new row for every single lead, and it maps all our clean little data tokens right into the correct columns. This creates a perfect permanent record. You literally can't lose a customer to a copy-paste error ever again.
All right, now for the grand finale, the final laps of the race. This is where the system does 3 things all at once. First, it downloads the file the person asked for. Second, it adds them to your Mailchimp list so they start getting nurtured. And third, it fires off a personalized confirmation email right from your Gmail. And this all happens in the blink of an eye.
And you know, you can take this even further. You could plug in an AI module to act as a sort of supervisor, using its own logic to score incoming leads and flag the really valuable ones for a personal phone call. The possibilities are just huge.
Okay, so we've talked a lot about how this works in theory, but now it's time for the proof. Let's actually watch this system run a perfect race, right now, in real time.
All right, here we go. We're going to click Run Once in Make.com, and let's watch our little digital employee get to work.
And there it is. See those green bubbles popping up? That's our visual confirmation. Each one means a step in our relay race was executed flawlessly, from the webhook all the way to that final email. A perfect run.
So, what's the real payoff here? I mean, beyond the cool tech, why does building a system like this actually change everything for your business?
It really boils down to this. The system doesn't just automate a task for you. No, it completely replaces the chaos and stress of manual data entry with the elegance of calm, predictable system intelligence.
And that brings us right back to where we started. Remember that 6x number? Well, studies have shown that when you engage with a lead immediately, your transaction rates can be up to 6 times higher. This system doesn't just save you headaches, it actively makes you money.
So you build this once, and it just works for you 24/7, forever. Your first digital employee is officially hired and on the job. So the only question left to ask is, what are you going to have it do next?